Howdy, Possum Patty here, little Titi. 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 Here she is. Little Titi too. And you know, there's just something so heavy weighing on my mind. Yes, all 7 pounds of it is weighing on my mind. You know, I want to get this finished. Stop being silly, Possum Patty. Oh, it does weigh a lot. It weighs more than Titi. And this is a monster. I saw somebody calling their junk journal a tome. But you can't get any bigger than this one. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Look at this, look at this, look at this. There are just few pages left to do. And I want to finish this up. Yes, I do. But for some reason, it's taking me a very long time. Come on along. Let's see how far I get today. Well, this journal is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And the space on my table is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So, what have I done? Since I last opened this up, I did do something. Where is it? Back here, back here, back here, back here, back here. Oh, here. Okay. Now, I really love this picture of the owl, and I didn't want to cover it up. So, I put a little strip across the bottom, and I'll explain that in a minute. And then I did some journaling on the opposite page, which was just white. It was the back of this page. So, I'm using the Amazon Christmas toy catalog that I got, and the theme was Adventures Are Better Together, and this was from the catalog. And the catalog, they also had some stickers, and so I put a sticker of camping up there and the little Jeep type Land Rover vehicle down on the bottom. And I used this sort of light bluish green I thought matched the color in the background there. I took another page from the catalog, and it was this owl on these signposts. And it was like road trip map on page 19, word find on this other page, just sing along on another page. And what I did was I took, now where did it go? I'm already piling stuff up here. Stuff that I've got to do. This Tim Holtz clipping sticker book, and I just started putting some stickers on there, not in any particular order, but I thought maybe it had something to do with adventures or journeys. And the first one I put was home. Got to start somewhere, right? And I left a road trip map, which was originally there, and I added every detail of their journey. So you can find every detail on a map, right? I put it was a bright winter day, because this has got snow over here. And then there was a word that said the traveler. I said, okay, I'll put that on there. Together we will sit and rest. So I figured at some point in your travels, you got to take a break, right? Peace and happiness, you will find it. Because sometimes our journeys are not physical. They may be more philosophical or metaphysical. It's not always a physical journey that we are on. So we might be on a journey towards peace and happiness. So I put it there. It is a long journey. And then I put, I dream of going back. The music of my heart sweetly singing. Now this did say sing along, and I put sweetly singing, and then I found this, the music of my heart. And I don't know what that has to do with traveling, but, you know, your heart may be your home. Sweetly singing, you're singing in the car as you're traveling. I don't know. That was a stretch. found himself in a strange land. And so the end of the journey, we start at home and we end up in a strange land. Now, this was not really meant to make any sense whatsoever. I was just having fun with the words. Now, the adventure that I went on was with Baby Possum. Now, this is just a page from the Amazon catalog. You can see the little Prime smile there on that box. And I thought I would just leave this the way it was. And then on the flap, I put the brochure from Spellbound. Now, Spellbound is one of those escape room adventures that you can go on. And so my son thought it would be fun to go to an escape room and have an adventure while he was up visiting. So we went to this one, which was really funny because it was in the Foxwoods. Yeah, I think this one was in the Foxwoods casino, which is huge complex. Huge complex, right? And so we didn't know exactly where in the casino it was. So we just pulled into a garage, got out, and he was looking at like a map on his phone, right? The map on his phone as we were walking through the casino. And I was like reading the signs and like trying to tell him the arrows pointed this way and that way and, you know, maybe we can find it. So we walked for like around the casino, through the hotel, down to the outlets, around the outlets like 2 times until we finally found the escape room. So our first challenge, our first puzzle was to find the escape room. And let me tell you, we almost didn't find it, even stopping and asking for directions. I think I walked right by it once, only once. Went back. I saw it the second time. Well, the first time I was actually distracted by Zoltar. You know, the fortune teller in the little box, and you put the quarter in, he tells your fortune. Anyway, some people were standing at the Zoltar, which happened to be in front of the escape room adventure. And for some reason, I walked by the door of the escape room adventure, and because I was busy looking at the Zoltar. Anyway, it was next to a toy store. So we finally found it, and we got in with another group of 6 people, so there were 8 of us. Okay, there's the group. And we went in. Oh, this is a fun picture. I can't get it under the camera. I'll put it right here. Okay. This is a fun picture of me sitting in the chair in the lobby of the escape room. I just loved these big chairs, and the theme was like black and white, sort of gothic, and the Christmas trees were white, and there was a fireplace. Anyway, the presents were all wrapped in black and white. So I don't know if you've ever been to an escape room. This was my very first time. My son had done it before, so he understood a little bit about what was going on. And you go in a room, and they give you a scenario, and the scenario was something like the video game Fallout, where it's a post-apocalyptic world, and you're in a shelter, and you have 60 minutes of oxygen left, and the reactor is about to blow up, and you have to figure out how to stop the reactor from blowing up before your oxygen runs out. And you go into the first room, and there's all these puzzles, and you have to find the pieces of the puzzles, solve the puzzle to get a clue. When you get enough clues, you get into the next room, and again, you've got to find more puzzles, solve the puzzles for the clues to figure out what to do in that room to get into the next room. So we're in the third room, which had the hardest, oh my gosh, it was so hard. I did figure out one part. I'm so proud of the one piece that I solved that other people had worked on for a while, but I stood there and I solved this one piece, which helped them get a clue to unlock the code to the computer, to get the code to do another piece. Anyway, it's very complicated, and believe me, you need young people on your team to get through these escape rooms because they're really good at finding the puzzles pieces and solving the puzzles and working on the clues. We had a good time, and we did escape right at the last second. I mean, we just made it through by the skin of our teeth. And we only asked for 2 hints while we were in there during the whole hour. And like I said, we made it out just in time. And the game master met us, at the door as we escaped. And he said, congratulations, you win. And so my son, he's an engineer and he's all into statistics. And he asked the game master there, well, what percentage of people actually make it through this escape room? And he said, well, this is a harder escape room. It's, it's a higher level escape room. And I don't know what they call it, pro or something. Range was something to pro. And he said only 10% of the people actually make it out of this room, in the 60 minutes. And so, ever the engineer, he keeps probing for more statistics. He said, well, what percentage of the people with 2 hints? And he said, well, it's 10% of the people get out with unlimited hints. So we only use 2 hints, so we're way above in that 10% group. So we're at the top of the top group. 90% of people don't make it out of this room in time. That's how hard it is. It was a hard one. But luckily, we were in with a really good bunch of people and everybody working to find the clues and everything. So, yeah, that was a lot of fun, and I can see why my son likes it because, he's got that kind of analytical mind and solving the puzzles and finding the clues and everything. A couple of people in the group didn't do a whole lot. They kind of seemed a little lost and was kind of looking around, didn't know what to do. But mostly everybody was, really, really good. So that was our adventure. We had a lot of fun in the escape room. And so I did these 2 pages. Now, I was looking back at this page, and I did this one the other day. And, after I did it, I'm like, nothing I wanted to put on this page got on the page. I wound up with this wreath, the Christmas wreath of kitties, and this little Santa Claus here, and the picture of the game we were playing LCR, and I put the little cats down there. But I had the money that we were using. Now, where did it go? Here it is. And I wanted to put this on the page. So I was trying to think of, now I don't want to cover up these little kitties, but I might find a way to make a little bow, like a little bow for the wreath, without covering up too much of the kitties, or put the bow in the corner. But I'm going to get these fake money on there somehow. That's why I took it from the game, so I can put it on there. So sometime I might just make like a little bow up here in the corner or something, but I want to get the money on there. So I have, let's see, that was an adventure. That was an adventure. I did one page that was an adventure. Oh, I did one page with the Christmas cards, and I want to do, I think, another page with some Christmas cards. And also, I have some friend mail, some happy, merry mail that I want to put in here. So that is 2 more pages. That was an adventure to the movies. And I wanted to do a page with the kids opening their presents or something. So I'll need a page for that, and a page for some happy mail, and maybe a page for Christmas cards. So there's going to be 1 more page here, and then it's done. So I know this has nothing to do with Christmas, but this has been sitting on my table forever. There's these sliced bananas here. Now, my sister had sent me a video of Mom, a 93-year-old blind mom, weighs 80 pounds now. She's very frail. Anyway, she was singing I'm Chiquita Banana. And I just cracked up because I'd never heard the whole entire song. But for some reason, my mother knows all the words to the whole entire song of I'm Chiquita Banana. And if you don't remember that, that was the little spokes lady for Chiquita Bananas. And she'd sing this little song, and she had the bowl of fruit on her head. She was so cute. So I saved this, and then I got this flyer from BJ's, and there's this girl dancing with these bananas. And I'm like, okay, we can put that on there. And then I had this sticker of the monkey with the bananas. I'm like, oh, that's got to go on there. Yeah. And then maybe I can print. I thought I had something else with bananas on it, too. Maybe not. Bananas, bananas, bananas. Oh, that's enough bananas. So I can cover this with something here. And I don't know what this green stuff is. It got lime. That doesn't matter. We're interested in those bananas there. A picture of Mom, maybe. And maybe, I don't know, can I write the words to the song on here? I don't know if I can fit them all in there. Maybe I can put some down here. And I've covered the back because I got this border here. Well, the red border kind of goes with all of this, but got these suitcases poking out there. Unless I do it this way. That might work, right? Then I won't need to put another piece of paper. Oh, they're still not covered. All right, I'm going to work this out and print out a picture of Mom. So I'll be back. Well, there was a little break in the action there. Yeah, so actually it was a big break in the action. But I'm back to finish the page of what I was doing. But before I get back to the bananas, I realized, because I went back and watched what I had already filmed to remind myself where I was. I didn't tell you about the owl page, which I had just left the face of the owl. I did put a blue strip of scrapbook paper to cover the white Tyvek I was using to hold 2 sheets of this old calendar together to make signatures. I put a little picture from the Amazon catalog here, the raccoon looking through the binoculars. And what he's looking at is a picture of my son. And while we were at the casinos for our adventure, we went into the Barker Animation Store. They have a museum in Cheshire, Connecticut, and they collect all kinds of, artwork, figurines, all kinds of things from animations through the years, a lot of Disney stuff in there. But they had the Chipmunks, Alvin, Theodore, and Simon. And there's, and I can't pick the big book up, it's too big. So I'll put a picture right here, okay, of my son with the characters. They were really cute. I put a sticker over there. So, yeah, I forgot to mention that. That was on my adventure page. All right. Back to the bananas. And I also started cutting up stuff for this page. I printed out picture of Mom with the Chiquita bananas in the background. I just used the bananas like a backdrop of her. And I cut this out, and I was going to use this girl dancing with the bananas. Am I in frame? This book is so big. So I've got it angled more towards the edge of the table here, so that's okay. But it kind of takes away from this image. Now this is like one of the original Chiquita banana images from like 1944 when they first came out with this advertisement with her singing the Chiquita banana song. I cut a piece of red paper for the background. I'm going to border, I just printed this out from the internet, on a little piece of yellow because I'm going with the yellow and red theme there. And I'm going to give Mom a little bit of a yellow so I can journal right there. And that large sheet that had the different ingredients on it, I just cut out the bananas. And then the flyer with the girl dancing, I'll use this in like a junk journal or something. I took the word appealing. I thought that was cute. And I still might put the monkey on here. Where did I have this? Okay. Somewhere. I know, I just thought it was getting too crowded, and I don't need two dancers. Keeping it a little simple. I had this at an angle. All right, and I had this up here for appealing. And I had Mom down here. And I might find room for the monkey, but if I don't, that's okay. I can save the monkey for another day. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this down very quickly while you enjoy Mom singing Chiquita Banana.
I'm Chiquita Banana, and I come to say bananas have to ripen in a certain way when they are flecked with brown and have a certain hue. Then you know bananas are the thing for you. But remember, bananas like the equator, so you should never put bananas in the refrigerator. Cha-cha-cha-cha.
Okay, this is my final design, and I'm sticking to it. I've got my Chiquita Banana and her musicians. I did get the little monkey up in the corner with his banana. And I couldn't write on the yellow paper because it has a very linen-like texture to it. My pen wouldn't write. So I used this because I just happened to have the scrap close by. And it's very light, neutral circles in the background. And I thought, well, it kind of goes with the musicians over here. And the circles are reflecting the bananas up here. I did put the word appealing there. And I just journaled Mom Sings Chiquita Banana song. I know I keep putting in Mom and her singing, but you know, at 93, we record all the songs she's singing while we can. Yeah, so we'll have it. I can't put her singing in there, but I can put that she was singing, and I have the recording. I did go back and put a little bow here made out of the fake money that we used in our LCR game. I just kind of folded a piece of it. I put two of those glue dots underneath so it looks a little three-dimensional. I have the little streamers coming down. And to balance this out, I took my hole punch and I punched out part of the dollar up here because I wanted to say who the other winner of the LCR game was, and that was my other niece, Katie. So that is done. So that is actually 4 pages done, but I still have 3 more. So I must have, I know I count these all the time, but I must miscount. I must miscount all the time, even though I'm counting all the time. All right, oh, this is the first page of this last signature. So I've got 1 there. The other signature is done, 2, 3. So I'm going to do just a little bit of Christmas here, maybe a couple Christmas or friend mail on these 2 Christmas cards or friend mail or something. And then we'll be done. Then we'll be done. I know I keep saying that, but you know, this is quite the journaling journey if you ask me. All right, thanks for coming along today, and I just want to wish everybody happy junk journaling, no matter what size your junk journal is. Bye-bye.